Hello and welcome to Calculus with Mr. Walsh, and welcome to Back to School Night virtually for the second year in a row. You can't see me, this is a screen recording, but you can see some pictures of me here and my dog. And hopefully tonight you can get to know a little bit about me and the class of Calculus for this school year. So here, I have been at PHS for the last 7 years. And at PHS, I am the boys' assistant soccer coach, and I am the math team coach. So if any of your children are interested in the math team, I am the person to contact. We do a lot of fun stuff on the math team. We do game nights. We do some cool competitions, team competitions. So any interest in the math team, anyone can reach out to me and I will get them signed up for math team. I have my bachelor's degree in mathematics and education from Rider, and I have a master's degree in educational leadership that I got a couple years ago. So I'm going to go over the syllabus a little bit and tell you about the class. So again, I am Ryan Walsh, and you can always contact me via email at ryanwalsh@princetonk12.org. And the website we use is the Canvas website, and I will show you that a little later today. In calculus, there are just a few required supplies. It's kind of the same thing for every class. A weekly planner. Some kids like to use digital weekly planners like their phone. Some kids like to have an actual physical weekly planner. I know the school often gives each student a weekly planner to write down homework and stuff, but then they're going to need something to keep themselves organized. I do give a lot of handouts, and with those handouts, I hole punch everything. So a 3-ring binder is important for my class. It should be a math only binder. That way, they're not the students are not getting confused about between math and history and English. I'd rather that being a math only binder. A writing utensil, pen or pencil. I prefer pencil because it's math and it's easier to correct your mistakes using a pencil. And then a 2-pocket folder because all of my assessments will not be hole punched. So when I hand them back to the student, they can put them in a 2-pocket folder and they can use them to help review for bigger assessments, summative assessments. And lastly, every student got a laptop last year and now again this year. And they should bring it to class every day because there are times when we'll do activities on Desmos. We use Desmos a lot in class. Desmos is really cool. And you can do a lot of fun stuff with the students in there. But we'll also do things on Canvas, like do nows and exit tickets. So the students will need their laptops every day in class. The rules and classroom conduct, it's the same. Just be a good person. Respect all the interactions that happen in the classroom. Respect the thoughts of others, and just be nice. Be on time. I know calculus is sometimes first period in the morning, depending on how the rotation works. And I know it's tough for these juniors and seniors to get to school at 8:20. So hopefully, we don't have too many issues with tardiness. When students come to class, there will always be some sort of do now on the board. So as they walk in, they should take their homework out and then complete the do now. And the do now could be, sit with a partner. It could be complete a problem. It could be take your laptop out. Just something simple to get them ready for class. And then, of course, put in their best effort. All I ask is that for the students to put in their best effort. I know not everyone loves math, and that's okay. But if a student is putting in effort every single day, we'll make sure that they get through calculus this year. So the grading policy for math, there are 4 contributing factors to success in my class, and the 4 factors are the watch section, the do section, the confer section, and then the assess section. And that's how my grading policy is broken down: watch, do, confer, and then formative and summative assessments. So I'm going to walk through each type of category and talk about what could be a possible grade in each of those categories. So the watch section is 10% of a student's grade. And in this section, I'm just looking for students to be engaged in class during activities and lectures, and they're taking notes. I can give do nows or exit tickets to confirm that they understood the lectures. Um, so that's why, on Canvas you might see a quick do now, or one or two questions, do now or exit ticket, and that'll be part of the watch grade. There'll also be throughout the year discussion posts or video posts that reflect on their own work, and that can be part of their watch grade as well. And those will also be on Canvas. The do section, this is either homework or classwork or in-class activities. I tell my students I don't always check the homework every single night. I will always go over questions about the homework every single day, but I'll check the homework, about 2 times a week. And that will be part of their do section, which is 20% of their grade. The conferring is all about communication, communicating mathematically and reflecting on your work. So one of the big things that you might see as a grade in the confer section, which is 15% of the student's grade, is discussion videos where they're explaining a problem. Teaching is the best way to confirm that you understand the material. So I love when students I love having students make videos of them explaining a problem. Another thing that you might see in this category are test corrections. After an exam, I'll give the assessment back, and then the students will have to write about their thought process and then correct their exam and give it back to me. And this will be helping them learn, because learning from your mistakes is the best way to learn. And then it also making test corrections will also give them points in this section of their grade, which is the confer grade, which is about 15% of their grade. And then the assessments are broken up into formative and summative assessments. So a total of 55%, but 25% is formative and 30% is summative. In this assessment category, you could see mini quizzes, you might see projects, you'll see chapter assessments. Sometimes I'll make a classwork into a formative assessment. You might see some mini quizzes on Canvas, Desmo's activities, things like that could all fall into some sort of assessment, whether it's formative or summative. And that makes up their entire grade. Their late policy. All work is subject to a late penalty, but more importantly, I accept all classwork, homework, really any assignment. I will accept it for at least some credit up until the day of the summative exam. So for example, let's say that we are in chapter 1 and a student misses a couple of homeworks, but before the chapter 1 exam they decide to do the homeworks because they want to make sure they understand what's coming up on the exam, and then they show me those homeworks before the exam. I will accept those for some credit. Maybe like 70% of 60 to 70% of the credit. And I think it's important to allow some leniency. I know student schedules are busy, but also show the importance of learning before some sort of summative assessment. That is the late policy I have in place. And if you have any questions about that, you can feel free to reach out to me. My contact information, as I said, here's my email. But more importantly, extra help for the students. While we are in school, last year during virtual learning, we had office hours. And now that we're back in school, we don't have official office hours, but here are the periods and time of the days while we're in school that I am free and available to help students. So I have 3 off periods. Period 2, period 6, and period 7. These are all on an A day. So they're going to rotate just like the student schedules rotate. And then before school, I'm always at school at 7:15. I'm an early riser. And then, of course, during Tiger Time, which is on E-days, so Tiger Time is back in play here. So every E-day, the last hour of the school day, I am free to help students at any time. Okay, so I encourage any students who may be having they have any questions. It could be about homework. It could be they want to go over a test or quiz, or they want to just chat because they feel a little overwhelmed. Um, they can come see me in the math office, which is room 234. They can come see me during any of those periods, or they can send me an email, and we can schedule a separate time to meet. That's convenient for both of us um, to chat about whatever any issues that a student may be having. Okay, so I want to encourage students to come see me if they're having issues. The last thing I want to talk about today is my Canvas page. Canvas is where you can find everything. And now, as the parent or guardian, you should be an observer on my Canvas page. So here is my Canvas page. This is calculus. And what you'll see on the calculus Canvas page is an introduction, which is the syllabus that we just went over. This is about me, which you just learned about. And this is the late work policy, which we just went over. But then you'll also see all of the assignments and handouts. Everything I hand out in class, I will also post on the Canvas page. So early on, I had students make introduction videos. The first week of school, we did a review packet. Here it was. Here's the answer key that I posted. And then we did a little check-in, which was only 3 questions, just to make sure that the students were okay with the pre-calculus review. And then I will break it up. Each module will be a new chapter. So then chapter 2 is limits. So everything that happens in chapter 2 will be in module 2. And you'll see the notes and the homework. And then last year, we actually made lesson videos because we're virtual. So while I will be teaching in class, I'm still going to post the lesson videos so that students who may be absent or just want a little bit extra support, maybe they thought they missed something in class, I will make sure that the lesson videos are posted so students can see them as well. Okay. And that's really it on my Canvas page. Okay. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to email me. Again, here's my email. I'm pretty good at responding in a timely manner. And I will be happy to answer any questions that you have about the class or about me or about your students or your children. And I'll be happy to help. Okay. Hope you enjoyed. I'll talk to you soon.